Hi, I'm Alicia Herron, and we just finished up flying the Sling High Wing here in South Africa.
AOPA keeps flying safe, accessible, and fun by protecting your freedom to fly. We are the most trusted one-stop resource for all things related to general aviation. Become an AOPA pilot today.
We're at Sling Aircraft in the south of Johannesburg, South Africa. You know, an aircraft is a marriage of engine and airframe. And the Sling 4 TSI is, I feel, like an absolutely sublime marriage of airframe and engine. It's the perfect airframe for that engine. And it's performed so beautifully that it just became obvious that the next product had to be a Highwing aeroplane, the equivalent, but with the same engine and essentially the same airframe. And the objective was to make it perform the same in every respect as well as the Sling 4 TSI. And I think we've achieved that on essentially every count.
So we're here in the Highwing Sling flying over Johannesburg, South Africa, and this aircraft only has, I think, about 11 or 12 hours on it. It's really fresh, still has that new leather smell, and is the newest aircraft to come out of Sling here in South Africa. And this is their test pilot. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Herron, and I've been with Sling 2 years now.
Nice.
And just love every moment of it.
So what is it that makes the Highwing a special plane?
Well, it's a very forgiving aircraft, and it's very easy to fly, and it's nice and gentle. As you have flown, you have flown it up to the lodge, and especially with the 916 in it, that extra horsepower just makes it so much better. And even in South Africa with hot temperatures, high density altitudes, you can still be at max all-up weight, and you're not in a position where you think, oh damn, you know, we may be in a bit of trouble. Because there's that little bit of extra power. And I mean, right now we are burning 31 liters an hour. We're doing 140 knots through airspeed, 150 knots ground speed at 7.5. You know, and that's just perfect, I think.
What is the stall speeds in this plane?
The stall speed in a clean configuration, you'll do 58 knots.
58 knots, okay.
Yeah. So, and I mean, that's reasonable. And I mean, if you can land somewhere with the Highwing, you'll be able to get out of it. Because of also having that extra power on the 916.
When we see a Highwing, we often, you know, the first thing we compare it to is a 172, but I would compare this one more to a 182. It's a more capable airplane. It goes faster, it can haul a lot, and especially when we've been flying around here at higher altitudes and higher density altitudes. Johannesburg is at about 5,000 feet, and it was quite hot when we were there. The airplane performed really, really well. So I think that the ability of this aircraft exceeds the 172 for sure, and I think is most similar to a 182, but with all the modern convenience of, you know, a new plane, a plane that has been designed recently. For somebody who's tall, like me, I'm about 6 feet tall, it was extremely comfortable, very sensitive, and by sensitive I mean it's very controllable, it's very responsive. Such an easy plane to fly.
It is, yeah.
Sorry, Bree. It's so responsive. And flying it, even for the short time that we had with it, was a very rewarding experience. Also, especially being in Africa, the Highwing aspect of it was wonderful because, as you can see, it doesn't have any struts. So you have even more visibility than normal. Plus, these beautiful windows are much bigger than the windows you get on other Highwings, and it made sightseeing even more enjoyable and easier. The increased visibility from the safety perspective certainly helps as well. The panel on this aircraft is very modern. It has a Garmin suite of avionics along with an autopilot. So you have all the bells and whistles that you expect in these new airplanes that are coming off the factory, and just the familiarity of Garmin. And most people here actually in talking to a couple of pilots, use Garmin Pilot, so it also makes sense to just have those two be married together. The airplane that we flew while being brand new isn't one of the ones that has like all the available upgrades, so I'm sure you could create a panel that was even more decked out than this one if you wanted to have like dual Garmin displays, but it was still really nice. We didn't feel like we needed anything else, and the autopilot was certainly helpful for those longer legs. Overall, it's been a delightful time here in South Africa flying with Sling. Everybody has been so welcoming and kind, and we're very grateful to James and Andrew Pittman at Sling for going out of their way to make sure we had a wonderful time. This plane is a delight to fly. I'm excited to see more of them become available across the country and the world. Right now in the United States, they're only available to be purchased as a kit, but as time goes on and as these become more widespread, I think even more and more people will find joy with flying them.